What's good? It's your boy Coach Blaiza, and if you're looking to learn boxing for self-defense, then you're in the right place. We're gonna go ahead and go over your stance, your footwork, how to punch properly, and the basic defense. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and teach you how to defend straight punches. That's either a jab or a cross. Those are the straight punches. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with slipping punches. Slipping side to side while the punch, you slip it, and the punch is gonna go past your shoulders. It's gonna go right past your shoulders when you punch, when he punches. As soon as he punch, you slip it, and the punch is gonna go right there, past the shoulders. As long as it doesn't touch your head, you good. It could touch your shoulders, whatever, you're gonna be good. But yeah, slipping punches. So the first thing you wanna do is, you wanna keep your hands up right by your chin. You know, chin down, you know, shoulders relaxed, elbows by your ribs, you know, and keep your eyes on your opponent, right? So you can see everything coming. After that, the first thing you want to do is, you're going to either be leaning on your front leg or you're going to be leaning on your back leg, your lead leg or your rear leg, your front leg, back leg. So when you lean, right, you want to, so we're gonna start off leaning on our front leg, which is the lead. So the front leg is this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my shoulders to my lead leg. And you wanna bring it at a 45-degree angle, which is like not straight, not left, in the middle between straight and left. So like that. From here to my shoulders, right? You just want it to be hovering over it like this, right? You see that? Look. You see this? The shoulder is literally hovering over the knee, okay? That's what you want to do. So step one, keep your hands up. Step two, bring your shoulders to your lead knee, right? Now, for you to be able to bring your shoulders to your knee, you would have to bend your knees a little bit and make sure you're balanced on the leg that you're leaning on. So when you lean, you want to keep your balance, and you see how my legs is bent a little bit? And I'm keeping my front foot flat. Keep your front foot flat, your knees bent, and keep your balance while you're in this position. Okay? Now for the back leg, from your stance, you're gonna pivot your foot, your knee, and your hips forward as you slip to your lead knee. So look at my legs. I'm in my stance 45, right? See how my knee and my foot is facing this way, right? So when I lean my shoulders to my knee, this foot is gonna pivot like I'm throwing a straight punch. And my hips is gonna pivot forward. My hips, my feet, my knee and my feet is gonna pivot forward as my shoulder is hovering over my lead leg. So, bam, just like that, you see that? And as I do that, that's what you're doing with this feet. This feet is pivoting forward like that. And my knee is bent. And I'm flat foot on my front leg. And my back, and I'm on my toes. I'm on my toes on my back leg. Your back leg pivots forward while you're on your tiptoe. And my front leg, I'm holding majority of my weight on my front leg. And I bend my knees and my front foot flat to be able to hold my balance. So look, bam, okay? So after you do that, right? Pivot your feet, shoulder to knee, knees bent, hands up, pivot from your stance to forward. That's how you lean on your front leg. The back leg, right? for the back leg, I mean, if you're gonna lean towards your back leg, I'm southpaw, so my back leg is right here. See that? I'm southpaw. So I showed you how to lean on this side. Now to lean on this side, you just gotta step. So it's like a balance step. See, I'm in my stance, right? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my leg up and I'm gonna tiptoe. I'm gonna lift my leg up a little bit and I'm gonna move it to the left a little bit. And I'm gonna tiptoe while I do that with my knees bent. My knees have to be bent so I can be able to hold my weight. Okay? So look, I'm in my stance. They throw the punch, I slip, and I lean, and I bend my knees, right? It's bent. And I'm tiptoeing too. You don't have to tiptoe, but I like to tiptoe. So, it's bent. And also with the shoulders, it's not like with the lead, it's hovering. It's like you're still doing that 45-degree angle, but it's more in between your crouch. So, bam, you see that? It's in between my crouch instead of my knee. You get me? So, they throw the straight punch, you slip. See how my knee, see how my shoulders is right here by my crouch, and my knee is bent. You can either tiptoe. I like to tiptoe with the back leg because when I tiptoe, it's like a spring. So when I tiptoe, I'm already springing for a counter. But if you want to hold your whole weight, or for whatever reason you're off balance, you can use your whole foot flat. You can keep your foot flat on this tip. But I like to tiptoe because I got that spring. But yeah, the straight punch comes. You keep your hands up, lean. You do the balance step from your stance. It's not a big step like that. No, it's a small step. Look, it's a tiny step. I'm barely gonna move my feet. Look, bam. You see that? It's mostly because you're leaning on this side. You need something to hold your weight. So I just do a little balance step right here. Bam. You get me? And I move my head out of the way. Move your head out of the way. When you move your head, you want your head to pass the person's shoulders. Past the shoulders. Look at me. I'm looking at this, right? I'm gonna pass my shoulders. Wham. You see that? See, my head is gonna pass right here. Wham. You see that? So you want to pass their shoulders because you're out of range. Now, I understand why they say, make a miss by an inch or whatever, because you want to be able to counter immediately. But sometimes you get hit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You get hit. So I like to slip off the shoulders. Because sometimes, yeah, you might slip a little right here, but what if you don't slip enough? You're still gonna get hit. So I don't like, I prefer to just slip off the outside. You feel me? Past the shoulders. Because there's no way they're gonna be able to hit you. Think about it. I throw a straight punch. He's all the way over here. I can't hit him with this hand, and I can't hit him with this hand because it's right there past his shoulders. So that's what you want to do. So keep your hands up, chin down, shoulders relaxed, elbows by ribs. Now when you lean on your lead leg, that's when you put your shoulders over your knee. When you lead on your back leg, you put your shoulders over your crouch. But the whole time your head is passing the person's shoulders, okay? Now also with the hips, you see if I'm leaning on this side, right? You see how my hips is out that way, right? It's pretty much the same thing with the other side. You slip and the hips is this way. So I showed you how to do the hips. Your hips, if I lean on this side, my hips this way. If I lean on this side, my hips is that way. Now, the foot, like I said, the back foot, if I'm leaning on my lead leg, the back foot is gonna pivot from here forward, okay? And then when I slip on the left side, I'm pretty much using it as a balance step. So I'm just stepping a little bit while bending my knees, And for the foot, you can either be tiptoe if you want to spring counter, or you could just be flat foot. The whole point of it is to hold your balance. So, bam, bam, bam. bam, bam, bam. This is how there's different ways of doing it, but this is how I do it. So, pretty much I use my back leg to move me around, while the front leg is pretty much holding my weight, or helping me with holding my weight. So my back leg is usually doing the pivoting and the stepping, and the front leg is pretty much just holding the weight. But whenever you're slipping, you need your knees to be bent, okay? So he throws a jab, boom, I'm gonna slip on that. I'm gonna slip on that side. He throws a jab, I'm gonna slip on this side. He throws a straight punch, I'm gonna slip on that side. Okay? So whichever side he throws the punch on, that's the side you slip on. Now, you can slip in the inside, but the problem with that, if you slip in the inside, you're vulnerable for a straight punch. You get me? It's better to go on the outside, because when you're on the outside, it's harder for him to land that second punch. So let's say I throw a 1-2, a jab cross. I throw a jab, right? And he slips right here. Instead of on the outside, he slips right here. I could easily just land that right there, because he slipped, And another thing, so look, I throw a straight punch right here. He slips right here when he's supposed to slip right here. It's okay to slip right here, but you need to know the dangers of slipping in the inside. So he slips right here, like right here, I can throw another punch because he's right there. But if he slips right here, then I have to adjust myself to be able to land that punch on him. And another thing is, when you slipping, don't just slip once and stay right there, because that one movement is pretty much you defending one punch. So if you dodge one punch, you got to be ready for the next one. It's not just one movement defends all. No, it's one movement per strike. So this is why when you dodging punches, you need to be looking at your opponent the whole time so you can see what's coming next. So he throws a jab, I slip, let it pass my shoulders. Whenever you're slipping punches, it's gonna pass your head and it's gonna pass your shoulders. All right? So slip, slip, okay? All right, so let's do a quick review. All right, keep your hands up, chin down, bring your shoulders to your lead knee if you slipping on the lead knee. And if you're gonna slip on your rear side, you're gonna step with it, with your knees bent. Remember, whenever you're slipping, keep your knees bent so you can be able to hold your balance. And slip past the shoulders, because when you slip past the shoulders, you're completely out of danger. Now, whenever you slip, you don't always have to counter, but it's good to counter, because you don't want them just throwing punches at you. Because if they're just throwing punches at you and you're defending it, cool, but he's gonna keep throwing punches regardless. Now, if you're countering him, it's gonna make him rethink when to punch, because he's cautious. You don't want to get countered. So that's what you want to do. So bam, slip, bam, slip. All right, slip the jab, cross, slip on the side that they're punching on. Like I said, you can slip in the inside, but that's just know the dangers. So whenever I slip, my go-to is the outside, because it's a safer route. All right, so hands up, keep your shoulders to your knee, keep your knees bent, and hold your weight on your leg. Whichever side you're leaning on, that's the side that's holding majority of your weight. So if I'm leaning on my right leg is holding majority of my weight. If I lean on the left, majority of my weight is on my left leg. So my left leg is holding majority of the weight. So that's why when you slip on your back leg, you have to do that balance step to keep you balanced while your head is out of position, shoulders. Let's say the person's shoulders is right here. I'm past his shoulders. You feel me? So that's what you want to do. So yeah, hands up, shoulder to knee. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how you slip punches. It's pretty much get your head off the center line, past the shoulders, shoulders to knee, hands up, knees bent. You know, either pivot. You're either gonna pivot forward on your lead leg with the back leg, or you're gonna step with the back leg. You get me? So it's a step, pivot. Now look at my leg real quick. Look at it, just look at this, look at my back leg so you can understand how it works. Look. I'm in my stance. I'm gonna slip this way. Wham. Everything pivot from right here forward. And the whole time, this leg right here is holding my weight. And then after you slip, you go right back into your stance. You undo whatever you just did. Bam, bam. See that? Now when you step on the left side, bam. Quick small step, not no big step like this. No, you don't need all that. Just a small step. Bam, 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 bam. And bring your shoulders to your crotch so when the punch comes, it's gonna fly right past your shoulders. Okay? It's gonna pass right past your head and your shoulders. All right? And that's what you want. So he throws the jab, a straight punch. Bam. See that? Already available for a counter. So, quick small step, small balance step. My knees is bent. And you can either be on your tiptoe or flat-footed. All right? And that's how you defend straight punches with slipping. All right? All right, so we're still working on defending straight punches. So the next thing we're gonna go ahead and work on is the shelling up like this. All right, so that's the second way you can, well, that's another way you can defend straight punches. You can either slip it or shell it, okay? So this is how you do the shell. The first thing you want, or before I go there, the shell defends the jab, cross, and the uppercut. So if they throw a jab, cross, uppercut at you, the shell will defend it, okay? Now the shell also defends the hook, but here's the thing about the hook. It only will defend the hook is that if I'm at a certain distance. So like, let's say I'm right here, right? I'm more like mid-range, far-range type stuff, right? And he throws a hook. Since he's not close enough, the hook is just gonna hit my arms. Now, this is the problem. If he's close and you shell up, the hook is gonna go right here in between the side of your head. So you just gotta know the range when it comes to the hook and shelling up. So, see how I shell up, right? You see right here? I'm exposed right here on the side of my face, okay? I'm exposed right here. So, if he was close enough, all you have to do is get close and throw the hook and it'll land, okay? But if I'm at a mid-range, far-range distance and he throws the hook, it's just gonna hit my arm because he's not that close. So the shell defends, but if he throw a straight punch or an uppercut, it's gonna defend it. The shell is gonna defend it, okay? So now this is how you do the shell. I like to keep my knuckles on my forehead. See that? I like to keep my knuckles on my forehead, right? And also, you want to keep your elbows closed as possible. Me, I guess I'm skinny and I'm able to do this. Some people, they cannot do this because, you know, everybody's body shape is different. But me, I'm able to close my elbows completely. If you're able to do that, that's a plus. If you can't, whatever, just try to do it. Just try to bring your elbows as close as possible. Because if your elbows is open like this, if you're like this, the uppercut is gonna land. Because look, bam, the uppercut is gonna land. But if your elbows is closed, the uppercut, all it's gonna do is slide up. That's it. It's not gonna go through the shell. It's just gonna slide up. So you wanna keep your elbows closed and your knuckles on your forehead. Now, another thing, when you shell up, you gotta embrace yourself to take the damage. Don't just stand still. Don't just stand like this. You gotta hold your ground because you're absorbing punches. Whenever you're absorbing punches, you need to like go against be ready to hold your ground and go against the impact. If you're just normal, if I'm just standing normal and I shell up and he punches, I'm gonna boom boom. He's gonna move me. So what you need to do is you need to bend your knees a little bit while you're in your stance and hold your ground. Pretty much brace for it. Brace for it. You get me? Brace yourself for the punches. So I'm in my stance. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brace myself. I'm gonna bend my knees so I can have a good base. Brace yourself, take the damage. Boom, 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 boom. With your shell. So keep your hand. I like the, and also don't keep your knuckles by your eye, because if they punch, that knuckle is gonna go straight into your eye, and you don't want that. That junk hurt. So keep your knuckles on your forehead. All right. And all those impacts, I would rather absorb all the energy on my forehead than my eye or anywhere else, because your forehead could take a lot of damage. So bam, it's like one of the strongest bones anyways. But yeah, all the damage is gonna be boom boom boom, and make sure it's stuck on your head. Don't go like this. Don't have your hand like this, because the moment he punch, you're gonna hit yourself in the face. So it got to be connected. It got to be all one, all connected. Your knuckles on your forehead and your elbows closed. Not like this. Oh yeah, this look cool and all that, but going against a nigga like me, I'm gonna throw that uppercut right in between that shit. So you wanna close your elbows, and so if they throw a straight punch or an uppercut, it's gonna slide up. Now, obviously, you won't be able to see that much, because your arms is protected, is covering your face, but there is going to be a little hole. Your job is to look, whatever opening you can see through, it's your job to see through that opening to see what's going on. And the shell is, you see, I can still see a little bit, you know, I can still see a little bit, but that's the problem about shelling up. It kind of blinds you, but it's only for temporarily, but it kind of blinds you. Now, let's say you're using boxing gloves. With boxing gloves, you have more protection. Because look, I got my knuckles, same thing with the boxing glove. I got my knuckles, I got this part, which is the knuckles, on my forehead, right here. On my forehead, right here. And I close my elbow, okay? Now, there's a little heart whenever you do this. There's a little heart. You see my eyes? You see how I can peek through it? You see that? You need that. You need that to see what's going on. You don't want to just close your eyes, and keep your hands up. Then you're going to be taking damage that you don't even see coming. So the whole time you need your eyes on your opponent. Elbows closed, knuckles to forehead, elbows closed, and look between that heart. It's like a little heart. You feel me? You see it? I can see in between it. You get me? So just make sure you can see whenever you shell up. But yeah, the shell defends the 1-2 uppercut, sometimes the 3, depending on how far you is from him. If you're at close range right here, he most likely could be able to land the hook on right here. You see that opening right here? Yeah. So yeah, that's how you do the shell. It's not really hard, but those details is important, and you have to take the damage. Most people, but they think that, oh, just shelling up is like no. You gotta use your whole body weight to defend the impact. Because remember, you're blocking, you're not dodging. So you wanna brace yourself and take the damage. Boom, 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 just like that. Bend your knees, because whenever you bend your knees, it's like you're holding your ground. You know, and you're more on balance, not off balance. So yeah, that's how you shell to defend straight punches. All right, so I showed you how to slip straight punches and how to shell straight punches. Now I'm gonna show you how to parry straight punches. I go based off what works for me. You feel me? whatever works for me, that's what I stick with. So I'm gonna show you what works for me. All right, so the way I parry is, well, first thing you want to do is you want to keep your hands up. You ain't gonna be able to parry if your hands is down right here. The parry is when your hands is already up. So make sure that your hands is up if you want to parry the straight punch. So what you want to do is, I like when I parry, it's either I'm gonna have my hands right here, but majority of the time, if I'm thinking parry, I'm gonna have my hand like right here type stuff, because it's already in position. So it's just you see my face length, right? So you just want to do a face length. That's it. A small tap down, face length. Okay. Now you have to anticipate the range and the timing of the punch coming towards your face. So what you don't want to do is, you do not want to reach for it. So if you see the punch coming, you don't want to reach for it, meaning I'm taking my hand way away from my face. Okay, that's bad, because somebody who's good, they're gonna take advantage of that. So what you want to do is, you just want to keep it right by your face length. You only, just a small tap down face length. Okay, small tap down face length. Don't reach for it. Just wait till the punch actually comes to you. So the punch is coming, coming. Bam, just drop it down there, just like that. But now if it's right here, if it's like right here, the punch is coming like right here, and you try to, you get me? No, that's not how you do it. So you're right here, it's coming. Pop, quick tap down, a quick tap down, pop, and don't go past your chin. Pop, don't go past your chin. Pop. All right, that's how you. Now also, if he throws the jab, whichever side he punches on, that's the side you parry on. That's the side. It's like the way you parry. You keep your hands like this, and you kind of like bend it like a cup. I don't know how. You know how to look. You're not stupid, bruh. So look, just do this. All right. Just do this. That's how you tap it down. You cup it, or whatever works for you. But that's what works for me. So look, I like to tap it down just like that. Tap it down. You can use your lead elbow to parry, like at a 45 degree. You can parry the with an elbow when they throw the jab. But I don't do that. I use my hands because it works for me. Now, this is where I was saying why you don't want to reach for the parry, because let's say he fakes the jab, and then you over here reaching for the parry, right? Now look at that. You're completely exposed trying to parry that jab, and all you have to do is this: fake the jab, bam, catch you with a hook. So now you like this. You're completely exposed for a hook, and you don't want that. So that's why you don't reach for it. Now, I'm gonna give you a little tip. So let's say you missed the parry. You missed it. Now you're like this, right? You missed the parry. Now you're in this position. And let's say he faked the jab. And then you try to parry it. Now your hands is down. And then he tried to throw the hook. So he faked the jab. Now your hands is down. Now after he faked the jab, he's gonna leap in with a hook, a lead hook. So now you're in position to get hit with a hook. My plan B for that is to pull. You feel me? Just pull. Like, look, if I miss my parry, I'ma pull. And listen, niggas, I could tell y'all this because I have things lined up. So if you thinking you could take advantage of me because I'm saying this, you got nothing coming. But look, you parry and you miss, right? Now he sees that and he's gonna try to land a hook. All you have to do is pull. That's usually my plan B if I miss a parry, because there's nothing you can do for that moment. You know, there's nothing you can do. That's your best option. So I parry, I missed it, he throws the hook, I pull it. And from there, you continue whatever you're gonna do. I'm not showing no more of that. If you want more of that, you gotta join my Patreon, and I'll teach you advanced stuff. But this is just basics. You gotta learn this before you can even do the advanced stuff. So look, get me? I missed the parry, pull. Missed the parry, pull. Missed the parry, pull. okay? But that's not it. After you pull, there's more you got to do. But for you to learn more of that, you got to join my Patreon. But yeah, so Mr. Perry, bam. All right, don't reach for it because you're exposed. It's a small cuff down, here, small. See that? See that? Push it down. Push it down. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Just like that. See that? See that? Just a small cup down. That's why when I do it, I do this. When I'm ready to parry. Okay? Pop. Pop. Alright? So that's the parry side. That's how you parry straight punches. Alright, so I showed you how to defend straight punches by slipping the jab and the cross. Also how to shell up and parry straight punches. You can also use your footwork to get out of the way for any punch. It doesn't necessarily have to be the jab or the cross. Straight punches. You could do the same thing for hooks and uppercuts as well. So what you want to do is with your front leg, pretty much. So with your front leg, you're going to push off your front leg, and with your back leg, you're always going to be tiptoeing. You're going to lift up your back leg a little bit as the front leg pushes you back, and once you're ready to land, you land on both feet. So let me give you an example. Look, my front leg flat, my front leg is flat, my back feet is on my toes. So I'm gonna push off this front leg to bring me back, and I'm gonna lift up my back leg a little bit, just a little bit, like a centimeter, just so I can avoid the friction when I slide back. So I lift it up a little bit, I push off the front leg, and land on both feet. When you land on your tiptoe on the back leg, and land on flat-footed on the front leg, okay? Or tiptoe on both feet, is up to you, but the front leg is either gonna be flat or tiptoe, and the back leg is always gonna be tiptoe. So look, you push off the front leg, land on both. Make sure you're balanced the whole time. Now, when I push off the front leg, I'm gonna lift up my back leg just a little bit, a centimeter, just so there's no friction when I slide back. And then I land on both feet when I'm ready to land. So push, lift up a little bit while tiptoeing, land. So look. So if you throw a 1-2, okay? So that's the step back. You know how to just step back, you get me? You can also circle out, which I would prefer you do because you're more out of range. Now when you circle out, as you can see, the bag is behind me, right? Let's say I put my bag, my back towards the bag, right? How you circle out is pretty much the basic footwork. I already showed you guys that. So I'm gonna use my basic footwork and I'm gonna move backwards, okay? When you circle backwards, when you circle backwards, it's pretty much you're doing it's like a hook. You know a hook? You know a hook? It's like a hook. So what you want to do is you want to step back and circle. So it's like this. You want to step back, and circle so you don't run into a wall. So if I just step back, I use my basic footwork. I just step back, right? Look, I'm going to run into that bag right there. Look. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, I ran into it. Now, if I would have circled, my back is not going to hit the wall. So look. Circle, circle, circle. You see that? I circled out the way. You can circle either way. First, you go back. Like, you pretty much step back like 2 or 3 steps. And then you circle. Don't just step back, step back, step back. Then you eventually gonna run into something. So step back like 2-3 steps, and then circle. You know, just go into you. So it's first you start off in a straight line, and then you do a U. Start off in a straight line, and then you do a U. Okay? So that's how you circle out. Okay, so I showed you how to defend straight punches by slipping, shelling, parrying, and using your footwork. Now we're gonna go ahead and move over to how to defend hooks. Okay? Now what we're gonna go over first is rolling the hook. So to be able to roll a hook, keep your hands up, chin down, shoulders relaxed, elbows by your ribs. Now, what you wanna do is you wanna bend your knees and squat down while doing a U motion under the hook, and your head should be past their shoulders. So let's use this bat for an example. Look. So what I'm gonna do is, look at my legs, I'm gonna bend my knees, squat down, and do a U motion under the hook. You get me? The hook is coming. A U motion. From my stance, I'm gonna squat down, do a U motion, and I should be past his shoulders. Okay? Squat down, U motion, past his shoulders, and the hook should go over your head. After you finish roll, go back up. Okay? And from there, you continue. So, squat down, do a U motion, and go back up. Okay? Simple, it's not really hard. You just bend your knees, squat down, and from here, my head is gonna be from here to like right here in a U motion. So look, woo, you get me? And his shoulders should be like right here, because I started right here and I did the U under the hook past his shoulders. And from there, if he throws another hook, then you roll again. So he throws two hooks, you go bam, and then he throws the hook on this side, bam. Simple, it's not hard at all. Oh, also, oh yeah, the leg part. So, you know how you throw a straight punch? You know how you throw a straight punch and your feet pivots, you're on your tiptoe. Your feet, your knees, and your hips goes forward. It's the same thing. You're in your stance. He throws the hook. I squat down from my stance. As I do the U motion, my feet, my knee, and my hips pivots forward. Okay? So I'm gonna squat down, pivot it under the hook, and go right back up past his shoulders. Okay? So from the stance, squat down, bam. That's the leg part. And you're on your weight the whole time. Now let's say you want to go to your left rear side. Your rear side. Squat down and pivot your knee facing to the left. So when you're rolling on your rear side, your rear is your back leg. From your stance, just bam and roll. You're pretty much turning your feet, knee, and hips forward. I mean, not forward, but to the left more, just so you can have more motion. You get me? Now, if you're gonna go to your lead side, your foot, knee, and hips is gonna face forward. If you go to your rear side, your foot, knee, and hip is gonna go to the left. Okay? So that's the feet part. And the front leg stays flat, holding your weight. Now when you row on this side, on your back leg, your back leg, rear side, pretty much it's even weight that's carrying the weight, it's even. But when you go on your rear side, your lead leg is carrying majority of your weight. Okay? So that's the footwork part. Yeah, so that's pretty much all you really need to know when it comes to rolling the hook. Just, you know, go down, roll under the hook, past the shoulders. For the leg part, if you're going on your lead side, your foot, knee, and hips. Your foot, knee, hips. It's gonna face forward since I'm going on my lead side. You see that? You see that? Now, if I'm going to my rear back side, I'm still tiptoeing on my back leg. Because when you tiptoe, look, this is how you move it. Whoop. This is what you're doing. That right here. If I go to the left, I'm up. To the left. If I go to the right, it's gonna go straight. Because you can't go to the right when you can't go to your lead side like this. It'll feel weird. So it's either your foot, knee, and hips gonna be forward, or it's gonna be to your rear side. So bam, 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 bam. So look, I'm gonna roll this side, so my foot, knee, and hips is gonna go forward. You see that? Now, if I go to the left, squat down, roll under, foot, knee, hips. It's gonna go to the left, which is my rear side. Okay? So look. You see that? Now, for the foot part, to be honest, that's what I do. You do not have to do the pivoting with the foot for when you roll with your back leg. You don't have to pivot, but it works for me. So I'm only teaching the way I do it. So it works for me, and it might work for you. Well, it will work for you as long as you do what I told you to do. So yeah, so that's how you roll hooks, okay? And also keep your hands up even though you're rolling. Keep your hands up right by your chin as you roll, okay? So just keep drilling it. You'll get better at it, and you'll see. But those are the main details you need to know when it comes to rolling hooks. All right, so I showed you how to roll hooks, you know? Now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to pull hooks. That's the second way, well, another way you can defend hooks. So the first thing you wanna do is, of course, you wanna keep your hands up, being in your stance. From your stance, all you need to do is just lean back, right? You wanna lean back. Now the way you lean back is you got your feet. Let's go ahead and start with the foot part. So for the foot part, which is your lower body, from your stance, you want to tiptoe. All right? Tiptoe. So you're going to lean back and tiptoe to hold your back, to temporarily hold your weight. So look, I'm going to lean back, bring my legs back, and tiptoe while I keep my front leg flat while I'm tiptoeing on my back leg. All right? That's the first step. Bring your legs back, tiptoe, while leaning your head back at the same time. All right? That, right? Bring your head back, tiptoe, or you can also step. I like to tiptoe because it gives me a spring to come back forward. You can step back like this while you're in your stance. Just step back and lean back like this. That's an option, but I don't do it. What I do is I push off the front leg, I push off the front leg, I push off the front leg to move my head back. I do both. I push off the front leg and I move my head back. Push off the front leg and move your head back and land on your back leg while tiptoeing. The reason why you tiptoe is because you have a spring to push you right back forward, just in case you want to counter. So, look. I push off the front leg, move my head back, and land on my tiptoe. Bam. Now, it's only for a split second. It's only for a split second. You're not going to be, staying there for a long time. It's a split second. You're pretty much defending one punch. So let's say he throw whatever punch it is, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. You're defending one punch with that one movement. So he throws a hook, I pull it, right? I'm not gonna stay here, you know, because if he throw another punch, I'm gonna get hit. So it only defends one, all right? So look, push off the front leg, move my head back, and land on my toes. And also, you want your knees bent for your front leg and your back leg. So look, my knees is bent. I'm in my stance, knees bent. Push off the front leg, move my head back, land on my back leg, and my knees is gonna be bent the whole time. So look, bam, right? Split second. I know it's gonna be hard to stay like this, right? Because you're off balance, but you're off balance for a split second, okay? So, bam. Now for the arm positioning, what you do with your arms. So with your back hand, your power hand, keep it right by your face. Your chin tuck. So when you lean back, keep your chin tuck and your hands up, okay? So look, I'm in my stance, chin tuck, hands up. And what I like to do with my lead hand, my front hand, my back hand, front hand, I like to rest it on my thighs. That's what I do. I rest it on my thighs. It feels comfortable, you know? So it just works for me, you know? So, but I keep this hand up still, because why not keep your hand up? It's hard to keep your hand up and do this, you know, lean back. You have less mobility when you do it that way. I have more mobility when I go like this compared to doing it with two hands. So that's why I do it with one hand and have my other hand, my lead hand, resting on my thighs. So check me out. So look, I'm in my stance. Start off in my stance. Push off the front leg, move my head back, land on my back toes. Keep this hand right here, chin down, and relax this on my thighs. So look, wham. You see that? Just for a split second. So, wham, and go right back. So look, wham. Okay, split second. Chin down, hands up, hands on thighs, lead hand on thighs, rear hand by your face, chin tuck, and with the leg, you push off the front leg, land on the back leg on your tiptoe, with your knees bent for both legs. For that split second, you're gonna be holding your weight, majority of your weight with your back leg. And then from your back leg, you use that back leg, you see the little spring, the tiptoe spring? Look, the tiptoe spring, you use this spring right here to push you back forward. But you don't stay there. Do not stay there. That's not how it works. It's a split second thing. So look. Whoop, bah. See that? That's how you do a pull counter. Bah. And when you counter, if you are gonna counter, which you should, after you pull, you counter with your hands up. Don't go whoop, bam. Because let's say you do counter him and you do land that punch. But what if you throw a punch the same time you throw a punch? Now you're gonna get hit. So pull, counter with your hands up, all right? But anyways, so push off the front leg, push off the front leg, land on the back leg. Bam. Chin tuck, hands up, lead hand to thigh, just relaxing. Just have it relaxed, right here on your thigh, just for the moment. And then when you're ready to counter or spring back into your stance, use this right here to bring you back up. That's how you pull punches, okay? That's how I pull punches. It works. It works so great. So it will work for you. All right, so I showed you how to roll. I showed you how to pull the hooks. That's how you defend the hooks, right? Now the third way is catching the hooks. We're gonna go ahead and move on to that. All right, so I showed you how to roll hooks and pull the hook, right? I said I was gonna show you the blocking, but I'm gonna skip that for now because I wanna work on defending hooks with head movement first. So the last part is dipping. So to defend hooks just by pure head movement, you gotta roll it, pull it, or you can also dip. Now the dip is pretty much like you're ducking, but it's a different duck, all right? So I'm gonna show you how to do it, it's simple. So from your stance, right, what you're gonna do is pretty much from your stance, you're pretty much gonna bend your body like this. You're in your stance. You're gonna bend your upper body. This is your hips. Act like my wrist is my hips. You're gonna bend your upper body like this, okay? So, what you wanna do is you wanna bend your knees, your upper body. You wanna go down your crouch and keep your hands up. Like I like to keep my hand like this on my thigh when I duck, when I dip. So look, you're gonna squat all the way down, like that. Just like that. And then spring back up. Bam. So look, bam, bam. You're pretty much squatting down, bringing your head and your torso down, straight down your groin, okay? Look. Bam, right? While I'm keeping this hand up, just in case he throws an uppercut or whatever. Bam, right? And I keep my hand, this right here like this, just for comfort, for me. Comfort, okay? You need your legs open. Keep your legs open, because the more open it is, the more you can duck, okay? It's a split second, it's a dip. So you go bang, bang, bang. You see, that's it. And to be honest, when you dip, you don't need a tiptoe. You're pretty much flat-footed. You could be flat-footed. Let me see something. Yeah. When I dip, I'm flat-footed, okay? Both feet flat-footed. You don't need a tiptoe when you dip, because the whole purpose of it is your body going like this. Like, you see, he throws a hook, and this is what you're doing. He throwing a hook, and you just like that. You get me? He's throwing a hook. Once it passes, bam. So you're just bending your upper body downwards like that. Look at me. Hands up, my thigh, bam, bam. See, down my groin, my head, my upper body is going down this way, but I'm bending my knees as I do it. You see that? If you see that my tutorials is a little long, it's because I'm doing my best to give you as much details, and I try not to leave out details, because details are extremely important when it comes to learning technique. So I try to give as much details and make sure you understand it as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can think about when it comes to dipping. I mean, that's all I do. So I just bend my body, squat, keep this hand up, and this here is just resting on my thighs just for comfort. And then when I'm ready, I push myself up. I push myself up with my legs. So after I duck with my head, I push myself up with my legs and my head too. So yeah, so that's how you dip. Now the dip, it defends any hook. It defends any hook they throw at you, and it also defends straight punches. So let's say you see my head, right? Let's say a person throw a straight punch at me. He go bam, right? He go bam, right? I could just dip it. You see that? Look, I'm out of range. Look at it. Straight punch is right here, right? My head is right here. He throws the punch at my head. All I got to do is dip it. You see that? So, and the same thing for the hook. You can dip hooks and straight punches. All right? I showed you how to defend hooks by rolling, pulling, and dipping. Those are the 3 ways you can defend hooks with head movement alone. All right? So now we're gonna block the hook by catching the hook. So this is how you catch a hook. They call it answering the phone, pretty much, because it's like you're answering a phone. You get me? So look, what you want to do is, from your stance, you want to pretty much bring your elbows up like this, right? Bring your elbows up like that. Elbows up. See? In your stance, bring your elbows up like that, right? And after you bring your elbows up, you want to grab the back of your head. I would say a little bit. I would say a little bit under the crown. So the crown is like right here, but I would grab a little bit under the crown and make sure that the arm part is protecting more of your temple. Okay, is protecting more of your temple. This is full protection. You got people who block hooks by doing this, which is okay, but it doesn't really fully protect you. You know, it doesn't fully protect you. This right here fully protects you. You know, I like to keep my arm next to the temple area. So next to the temple area, okay? So, and then once you grab, so you're grabbing the back of your head. You are not grabbing your neck. Because look, if you grab your neck, you're not protecting your face. You see that? So you got to grab your head, the back of your head, and protect your face. Okay? Protect your face. Now, after you know how to grab your head in the telephone position, you want to, so when the punch is coming, you want to flex your muscles, you know, flex it, you know. Why? Because you're absorbing the punch. When you're blocking, you're absorbing the punch. It's not like head movement where it's passing you. When you're blocking, you are absorbing the impact. You know, you're taking it with your arms instead of taking it with your face or your body. Okay? So you want to flex. You want to flex. When you flex, it absorbs the impact, and it also helps you hold your ground, stand your ground or whatever. So you flex it and you catch it. If you don't do anything, if you don't flex, you might defend it depending on how hard he punch. But if he punches really hard, you're gonna move this way. You get me? But if you flex it, bah, you feel me? You're not gonna move. Bam! You get me? You block that jump. That's how you block. You get me? So, bam, you absorb it. Now, let's say he's throwing a punch. It looks like it's gonna be a hook, but he end up making it a straight. If you're about to catch the hook and you thought it was gonna be a hook, but it's actually a straight, what I like to do is I like to adjust. Pretty much the straight punch is coming towards me, and I'll elbow it like this. So this is how you defend the hook, right? But what I do, I bring this elbow like a 45 degree. For my elbow come like right here. You get me? Like that. And what that does is, if the straight punch is coming towards me, I'm either gonna parry it with my elbow. Yeah, I am gonna parry it with my elbow, or it's gonna land right here, and I'm gonna block it. It's more of an adjusting type of thing. So I would not go like this if I know he's gonna throw a straight punch. Don't do that. It's only when you think he's gonna throw a hook, but it's not. So you're like, oh shoot, bam, you get me? So keep this elbow thing when you're prepared to defend the hook. Don't go for this as a go-to defense when they throw straight punches, because it's a little risky. So, bam, you think he's gonna throw a hook, but it's actually a straight. Just instead of going upwards, you go 45 degree like that. Upwards, but 45 degree instead of going like this. You get me? Instead of this, is this 45. Okay, so that the straight punch either get caught with the elbow or it lands right here tight. You get me? So you grab the back of your head, man. Grab the back of your head, not your neck, and flex when the impact comes, so you can absorb it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how you catch hooks. You can also catch hooks to the body too. So what you do is you put your arm right by your ribs, like right here. Same way if you would have did this, but you do it right here. and you lean a little bit towards the impact to absorb it. That's the whole purpose of the leaning, is to absorb it. You know, if you can block it just by moving it. You can block it by just moving your blocking your ribs like that. That's fine, but you get more protection when you lean into it just a little bit. And when you lean into it, I would step, just a little side step with the leg. So if I'm blocking with this side, I'm gonna do a little small step with my left leg right there. Boom. You get me? Just to absorb it. If he throw a punch right here, I'm gonna defend it, and I'm gonna step like that, and I'm gonna lean a little bit. Don't lean too much. Just a little bit, just enough to absorb the impact. Just enough. So all you do is from your stance. Remember, you always start from your stance. From your stance, bam. From your stance, bam. From your stance, bam. Okay? You don't have to step. I like to step, but just lean. You have to lean though, so you can absorb it. And you can also parry the straight punches to the body by parrying it. You can parry it down. You can also parry the straight punches to the body by elbowing it like that. Or you can shell downwards. You can shell your body. Just like you can shell your head, you can also shell your body. You can elbow it, or you can parry it. That's for straight punches to the body. If you throw a hook to the body, you catch it. You lean and catch it. Hooks to the body, straight punches to the body. You can elbow it, parry it, and shell it. Now, when you shell it, you better bring your hand back up, because think about it. You're like this. You're exposed. So bring it back up. Be prepared. Don't just do this and stay like this thinking you good. You ain't good. You temporarily good. You feel me? So, like, let's say he throw a jab to the body, you blocked it, and catch you up top. So it's like non-stop defense. Don't just do one movement. Each movement is for one punch. Okay? So yeah, so that's how you pretty much defend the body shots and how you catch the hooks to the head. You get me? You answer the phone. All right? And if he throws a hook, you can also step back. Step back or circle out. So look, I'm gonna circle out. You see that? I'm gonna circle out. He ain't gonna land that hook. He will never land any punch on me as long as I circle out. So that's how you do it, man. That's how you defend the hooks. All right, so I showed you how to defend straight punches and how to defend hooks. Now, I'm gonna show you how to defend uppercuts. So now, for some reason, they don't really teach the defense for uppercuts like that. I don't know why, but they don't. So I'm gonna teach you the defenses based on what I know. So this information, you're rarely gonna find this information anywhere else, because when I be looking for this on the internet, it's hard to find. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. So when they throw an uppercut, right, you can either slip it like you're slipping a jab cross. You can slip it. So he throws this, I'm gonna slip on that side. He throws this, I'm gonna slip on that side. I don't need to show you how to slip. I already showed you how to do it. So, but that's how you defend it. He throws this, the lead uppercut, I slip on my lead on the right. He throws the rear, I slip on my left. Okay? That's one way of defending the hook. The second way is you can pull. So he throws an uppercut, you can pull it. Throws an uppercut, you can pull it. Okay? What you don't want to do is when he throws an uppercut, do not duck. Okay? Don't duck, because that's how you're gonna get caught. So you want to slip it, pull it, and you can also shell. So let's say you have a good shell, right? Your elbows is closed. As long as your elbows is closed, the uppercut is just gonna slide right on up. It's just gonna slide right on up. So that's why it's important when you shell to keep this, there's no gap between your elbows. Because if there's a little gap, that uppercut might flow right into it and catch you. You don't want that. So keep your elbows closed if you can, because I realize not everybody can do that. So yeah, just slip the uppercut, pull it, or shell it, okay? And you can always use your footwork to defend any punch. So he throws the uppercut, I can step back. He throws an uppercut again, I can circle out. You get me? So, yeah. That's how you defend the uppercut. Slip, pull, shell. You choose whichever one you want. But those are the main ways of defending the uppercut. You can also parry the uppercut, you know, so if he throws his rear uppercut, you're gonna use the opposite hand to parry it. Like, let's say he throws this side uppercut, the uppercut is coming from this side, I can parry it with my opposite hand. It's not like with the parry, with the straights, you gotta parry the same side. If he punch with this hand, I gotta parry on that side. If he punch on this hand, I gotta parry on that side. For the uppercut, it's a little different. If he punch on this side, I gotta parry on this side because it's crossing. The uppercut is crossing. You see, it's starting from right here and it's ending right here. Same thing, it's starting from right here and it's ending right here. So you would have to parry it with opposite hands. So if you throw an uppercut with this hand, it's gonna come on this side, so I would have to parry it on this side. If he throws an uppercut on this side, it's gonna come under on this side, so I'm gonna have to parry on that side. So with the way you parry the uppercut, you can catch it like that. But I don't use that. That's on you. I never use that because it's too risky to me. So anything that's risky, I don't freaking use it. You can use it, but I'm not. So what I do for the uppercut, he throws an uppercut. Oh yeah, let's say he throws his rear uppercut, right? You want to slip on this side. So he throws this rear uppercut, slip on the outside. All right. He throws his lead uppercut, slip on the outside. So the inside is where the chest area is. Outside is past the shoulders. So if I say inside, slip on the inside, slip on the outside, that means the outside is past the shoulders. Inside is chest area, okay? So he throws the uppercut, slip on the outside. He throws this uppercut, slip on the outside. He throws an uppercut, you can just pull. You get me? You can just pull. Pull, you get me? Or you can just shell it up, okay? So that's how you defend the uppercuts. So pretty much that's how you defend all punches. The basics. But remember, each movement is for one strike. You know, don't just do one movement and thinking you're good, because he's gonna throw multiple punches. So you gotta use it all non-stop. You gotta be on your P's and Q's the whole fight, non-stop. And you gotta be looking at your opponent. The moment you not looking at your opponent, or you have your head down, or you close your eyes, you're gonna get hit. That you thinking that if you do that you're safe, it's just like a false sense of security. You get me? And you don't want that. So we all go through the process, man. We all go through the process. It's a learning journey. And we all get over it. I remember when I first started out, I used to duck a lot. When I duck, I used to have my head down. But then I programmed myself to roll with my head up, looking at him. Look, whenever I'm slipping, rolling,
so is it just
my hands is up.
Shooting range to go in and shoot, or you
feel me?
Like a class?
My hands is up and my eyes is looking at my opponent the whole time. Slip it, you see, from the corner of my eyes, I'm looking at you. I slip it from the corner of my eyes, I'm looking at you. I pull, I'm still looking at you. No matter what head movement I use, I'm looking at you. Because you gotta see what's coming next. You get me? Don't. But yeah, you'll get over it. You'll get over it. Don't close your eyes. Don't look down. Make sure you're looking at it. Okay? Yeah, that's how you defend punches. Okay, so I showed you how to defend punches. Now, I just want to show you how to breathe whenever you're punching. So whenever you're punching, you want to breathe, because if you go, what you're really doing is you're burning energy and you're holding your breath. So you're gonna get tired very fast. So what you want to do is you want to exhale when you punch. Exhale is breathing out. Inhale is when you breathe in. So you want to exhale when you throw the punch. So whenever you hear people go, they're exhaling while they punch. So let's say I throw a 1, 2, 3 combination, right? All I did was I exhaled the 1. I went. I haven't inhaled yet. I went. Then after I'm done punching with that combination, I quickly inhale. You get me? So that's how you breathe and punch. Go. See, right after I threw that hook, I started breathing in. So you exhale, exhale, exhale with your combination, and then inhale when you're done. One thing you just gotta be careful is when you inhale and you get caught in, like, let's say you inhale and somebody lands a body punch on you, it's easier for you to get hurt to the body, because I don't know, it just hurts. So if you're gonna absorb a punch to the body, you want to exhale, breathe out. Don't breathe in, because it's gonna make it worse when they hit you. So when you, like, let's say you're taking a body punch, right? Boom, right? You want to exhale, because you're not getting cramped. It's like a cramp when you breathe in and you get hit there. It's like you get a cramp, and it makes the body shot even worse. So exhale when you get hit in the stomach. But when you punch, you exhale, which is breathe out. After every punch, during every punch, exhale during every punch. After you're done with your combination, you quickly inhale, a small inhale. It's not a big inhale, it's a small inhale. Boom. Then you inhale and go right back into your stance. I just wanted to tell you that because it is important, but nobody's perfect. I sometimes forget to breathe when I punch, but majority of the time I remember, because I program myself to remember. The more you do it, the more you get programmed to do it. You get me? So yeah, so that's how you breathe and punch. Make sure you do that, because if you don't, you will get tired a lot faster.
And I'm gonna get gloves, okay?
A big part of the job, man.
Oh my God. Marlon, come on, let's go, buddy, up the bathroom. Corn. Garlic. I like garlic. I like garlic. Garlic. Español. Ajo. Is that right? Ajo. Yeah. Garlic is el ajo. Right here. Español. ¿Qué? No, Chinese español. Yo hablo español. Gauntlet. Ready? Switch your hands. Yeah. Come on and push your hands to the glove. Ready, Marvin? Throwing that jab cross. Wait. Hands up. Ready? Go. Jab. Good. Cross. Boom. Good. Remember, we're not fine. Out. Yep. I want you to snap. I want you to go. Wait, let's go to one that doesn't move. You're gonna get distracted by that. Every time, remember, you're snapping the punch. You're going, and you snap and bring your hands up. Ready? So that cross. Good. Hands up. Good. Jab. Good. Ready? I want to see that 1, 2. Ready? 1. Now go 2. Good. 1. Good. Remember, not pushing. I want you to snap it. 2. Go. And come back. There we go. 1. Put your hands up. 2. Go. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. There we go. Good job, Mandy. Keep going. Jab. Cross. Good. Jab. Go. Throw that jab. Put your hand back to your face. Throw that cross. Go. Ha. But I need to hear you. Every time you go, I want you to hear. Ha. Okay, ready? Go. Jab. You want to scream when we're not punching, and when we're screaming, when we're punching, you don't want to scream. Come on. Go. Ha. Ready? There we go. Ready? Go. Ha. Ha. Ready again. Ha. There we go. Ha. Go. Ha. Ha. Good. Go. Nice. Again. Go. Good. Go. Go. Ready? Go. 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 Nice. Keep punching, Mark. Good job, Marlon. There we go. Good job keeping those hands up again. Ready?
Want to get better at boxing while actually enjoy learning it? On my Patreon, you'll learn real boxing techniques, watch epic fighter highlights, and get exclusive videos, all ad-free. It's everything boxing fans love in one place. Become a member today. The link will be in the video description.